in what has happened here.
Usud.
You abdicated your choice to this child. And with every step she takes, I grow stronger. There will be no salvation in the light.
Hey guys, it's Latimer here. So you just watched the announced trailer for Diablo 4, Vessel of the Hatred. As you can see, this is going to take place in a jungle, which is known as Torjan or Nahantu, according to the locals. This is going to be the first expansion for the Diablo 4 series, and this is going to continue on the story with Narelle and Mephisto, and most likely, Narelle's probably going to somehow release Mephisto in this one. That's my guess. Most likely, that is where this is going. Anyhow, we do have a lot of information coming out of BlizzCon 2023 this year, especially with regards to Diablo 4. There's a lot of updates coming up. We just got the announcement for this, and included with this, though, not only do we get the new zone, there's major news coming in where we're going to get a brand new class that has actually never seen Sanctuary before. So we don't know what this class is yet, and there's a lot of speculation, a lot of rumors flying. Nobody has anything solid right now. So we'll definitely be keeping an eye on that. We got a lot of information coming up for season 3 as well. So let's get into that. So we're going to look at Wildhead here, and they got a nice little bullet point system. I'll leave the links down below for you guys so you can check it out. So with season 3, we got a new activity called the Gauntlet that's coming. And what this is, it's going to be basically a weekly linear dungeon that you can run through that you will get loot at the end. And depending on how well you do and how far you can push in this is where what's going to determine you on the leaderboards. There's going to be solo leaderboards, group leaderboards, leaderboards for both softcore and hardcore as well. And the best players will be recorded in the Hall of Ancients on an eternal leaderboard. So I'm not entirely sure how that's going to work or look yet. We'll see when we get there. There's also going to be rewards, frames, and seals that you can earn as well for the leaderboards. So these are what we know for sure is coming in season 3. Now we do also have a lot more information coming in for season 2. So we've already been lucky enough to get quite a bit of stuff in season 2 already. We got the new boss ladder, faster experience gain, increased item power level up to 925, and improvements to quality of life. Now, November 7th, we got patch 1.2.2, which is bringing class-specific unique malignant rings. Now, this is from season 1, and I'm going to show you what those are about here in a second. But after that, we got patch 1.2.3 and December 5th. That's going to actually bring in the enchanting window. This is something that has been waited on since day 1. This should have been in the game since day 1. But I'm so happy that it's finally coming because this is a big annoyance not to know and having to guess at what you're going to get. Then, on top of that, we got a 6-week event called the Abattoir of Zir. So this is a 6-week boss event that is going to take place in the last half of season 2. Now, December 12th, we got a holiday event happening called Midwinter Blight, and we'll cover a little bit of that here in just a second. So now, as I mentioned, the class-specific malignant rings. What we're looking at here is these. So the Writhing Band of Trickery. So this is the ancestral unique ring, only for rogues. Casting subterfuge skill leaves behind a decoy trap that continuously taunts and lures the enemies, and then the trap explodes. We got Talrash's iridescent loot. For each elemental type damage deal, you gain 14% increased damage for 4 seconds. Dealing elemental damage refreshes the bonuses. Great. We've got the Red Ring of Fury. This is for the barbarians. After spending 100 Fury within 3 seconds, your next cast of Hammer of the Ancients, Upheaval, or Deathblow is a guaranteed critical strike and deals 28% bonus critical damage. Then we got Erida's Exorable Will. This is for the druids, and this is when you're casting the ultimate skill, and 5 seconds after, you pull in distant enemies and deal a certain amount of damage, physical damage to them. The damage is increased by 1% per 1 point of willpower you have, which is awesome. Then we got the Ring of the Sacrilegious Soul, and this is the one for the Necromancers. And so in this one, I'm honestly gonna say this: out of all these rings, this is the one that's where the money is, and this is the one where is gonna make basically everybody go back to Necro. Um, so you're gonna automatically activate the following equipped skills uh, on the corpses around you. You're gonna automatically use Ray Skeleton, Corpse Explosion, and Corpse Tendrils. So that is a huge power boost for Necromancer. And to be honest, I'm not really sure the other ones compare to it, but they're still kind of cool. So we'll see how it works out in the end. And we still got time before we get them. And then when we get them, we'll definitely put them through their paces and we'll see how it goes. Now, in addition to season 2, I told you we're also getting a holiday event, and this is coming up in December. And this is a winter event called with an NPC named Gillian, located in Karavashad. And basically, you're just going to find Icy Goatman and a Red Cloak Horror. Uh, so I'm assuming we're going to have to find and hunt this guy down. Now, the rewards will include cosmetics, backpacks, armor, weapon skins. And then this starts on December 12th. And it'll last through the holiday season. Okay. Now, for the last 6 weeks of season 2, we're going to get a new endgame event. And so this is a 6-week event. It's called the Abattoir of Zir, and it's a level 100 seasonal endgame event. And basically, what this is, it's going to be basically a challenge tier system. So it's going to have 20 different tiers, and each tier being harder and harder and harder. And then the event is going to reward a exclusive, unique glyph called Tears of Blood. Um, so I'm not sure tons about this glyph yet. We don't know. We're going to see it soon, and we'll go from there. Now, there was also a Q&A panel, so I will quickly go over that here for you. So the Q&A questions, there will be more intermediate challenges between entering World T4 and defeating Uber Lilith. Blizzard's acknowledged community feedback with regarding an armory to switch builds and loadouts. They have nothing to announce on this. Okay, they want to make improvements to farming living steel. This is actually not a surprise because people are quite annoyed by this. How they gated the hell out of it behind Helltide. A lot of people would actually just rather see Helltide be 24/7. Having the shards being losing half of them when you die is just ridiculous. Although if you're a really high level, you're rarely ever going to die. But it does happen, and when it does happen, if say you've got 600 shards banked up or whatever the case may be, it's a bit of a pain in the ass. Now, also introducing more social systems, top priority for the development team. Looking towards expansion. I don't understand this one. This one still baffles me from day one. I don't know if it's money related or whatever with the deal what they made with Discord, but it should have been in the game day one. They need social systems in the game because I think honestly that is part of what's hurting the game is the fact that there's no communication with people in the game. They have to go to outside sources, and that is just honestly a tedious pain in the ass. So hopefully they do get to that sooner than later. They're also working on problems of itemization. They acknowledge it's too difficult to compare items because of affixes, they're too similar to or too conditional. Yeah, itemization is a mess. We all know that. So they say they're working on it. Let's see what happens. Customizing your gear should make the player feel the difference after the crafting process. So the development team wants to introduce more impactful ways to modify items. That'll be nice. In terms of aspects, now this is something I know. They plan to remove aspects as an item in your inventory and put them into a Codex of Power instead, which is fantastic. So hopefully we'll see how that works and we'll see what happens with that. As you can tell, we got a lot coming up. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. If you do like the video, please give it a like and subscribe. Make sure you hit the notification button. That way you never miss a video. And yeah, until next time, guys, keep gaming, all right?